Hello friends, welcome. Today we have returned to our animal themed moves. We have the butterfly series, which is one of my favorites. So we're going to be low to the ground today. As always, wear something comfy. If you have a mat to work on, great. You could probably even do this series though, right from the comfort of your own bed or your couch. This is great, gentle wake up, but also another great one for winding down at the end. There's so much cat hair, and I vacuumed and everything right before this, but my pants are a magnet for it, my mat is a magnet for it, my feet are a magnet for it. There's just a lot of cat hair going on. It's just part of life, right? We are coming to our butterfly series, which is a really lovely one. It can be a nice, gentle series for the hips. So depending on where our hips are at today, let the movement meet you where you are, and you can make the most out of this. You can adjust it as need be for a deeper stretch or for one that is more gentle and restorative. So we are going to start with our feet, the soles of our feet together. We might do a little foot check-in too if our feet are feeling a little tight or a little sore, depending on what we've got going on. This is a great opportunity to give your feet a little massage. You can kind of check in with pressure points here, maybe rub the arches of your feet or check in with the heels, toes, ankles, whatever you got going on here. We're just going to bring the soles of our feet together and just let your knees kind of drop. We are not going for any particular shape or trying to impress anyone. So you do not need to get your knees down to touch the floor. That is not the purpose of this at all. Just let them hang out. And in fact, if we are feeling any sort of resistance, if we're feeling a little bit too tight in the hips, the more you bring your feet out, so think of making more of a diamond shape versus these butterfly wings, you're going to relieve a little bit of that pressure off of your hips. So experiment with that and find where your body needs that today. The more you bring your heels in towards your body, and we encourage those knees to open up, the deeper of a stretch we're going to feel in our hips. And a little pro tip as well, you can go ahead and, while we're talking about this, either hold onto your ankles for support, or you can interlace your hands and wrap them around your toes, whatever feels better. But rather than trying, if we are trying to really open up in the hips, rather than thinking of bringing our knees down to the floor, I want you to actually think of rotating your inner thighs to face up towards the sky. So that might sound a little crazy, but when we're thinking of pulling our knees down, that's when we just kind of get this like jerking motion, right? Like we don't want that. We don't need to do that. But rather, if you think of rotating your inner thighs to face up, you're going to get this beautiful opening. You might not bring your knees as close to the ground as you're hoping to or as you think you need to, but don't worry about that. Seriously, just focus on what this feels like, and I promise you're going to get an amazing stretch. So let's go ahead and all start with hands around the ankles, rolling shoulders back and down. So we're going to start with our shoulders pulling back here, chest open, looking straight ahead. And just take in a few deep breaths. You are a beautiful butterfly. You have come through quite the journey and the metamorphosis during this month of movement, and I hope that you have found something beautiful. And even just if you popped in once or twice, or this is the first time you're catching a video this month, amazing. Take in a few deep breaths. You beyond deserve that. Now we're going to let our butterfly come forward into a little bit of a fold. So we're going to let our shoulders round forward now. You can go ahead and interlace your hands, wrap them around your feet. Adjust as you need to. If you are feeling a little adventurous and a little flexible in the hips today, you can bring, hello Kike, you can bring your feet closer to your tailbone. I'm going to look down at my toes and I'm going to let my elbows rest on the inside of my legs here. You can even use your elbows to kind of press against your legs as a little opener, a little guide here. Bringing nose towards knees, not going to actually touch. They do, amazing, but it's just the intention, right? Letting our shoulders round forward, letting our spine round forward a little bit here. Deeper opening for the hips. And a nice stretch through the back and back of the neck. Take in a few cycles of breath here. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to slowly stack up through the spine. And now we're going to let our butterfly open up a little bit here and kind of sunbathe a little bit. Bringing your hands back behind you. Come to the side here to show this a little bit better. And this is a little microphone. This is a point where we might want to bring our feet a little farther away from us and kind of give ourselves a little bit more room. But everyone will be a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands back behind me. Now, first option is to stay here. Now we're going to open up, really open up through the chest, pulling shoulder blades together, looking forward, up slightly. Beautiful opener for the hips, also beautiful opener for the heart. Now, if we want to go a little farther into this, we can come down onto our elbows. Hands are facing forward towards our hips. Pull shoulder blades together. If you come down here, just be careful with your neck, maintaining that beautiful line from spine to neck. So our neck has a nice support here and is not crunching. Or we can stay up on our palms if we find that to be a little bit more comfortable. Wherever you are, pull those shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest, opening up in the throat. Take a big breath in. Slow exhale out. Amazing. And then you can go ahead and walk back up. We're going to come back up to where we started. So soles of the feet are still together here. Take a nice big breath in, gently look up. Exhale, drop chin to chest. That is our brief little butterfly series. Take one more big breath in. Bring your shoulders up by your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. On your exhale, let it go. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow.